All right. Y'all know what it is, man. We locked and loaded. Bring on my young Queasy. All right, man. We locked and loaded right now. Smutfree TV. Excuse my voice, man. I'm under the weather, man. It's your host, ROCSTAR2800. The most hated, the most underrated. You understand me? Most opinionated. Y'all know what it is, man. Locked and loaded, rocking and rolling. The hottest content in these internet streets. We're going to keep it rocking like we always do. Trap Lil Ross will be here in just a second, live from the UK, right with us on Clubhouse for his first time. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all share up, share the stream, ping up. You know what I'm saying? We live on YouTube, live on Clubhouse at the same time. Yeah, man, I'm about to go crazy with the content. I told him give me 5 minutes to warm up the room. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all get people in here. Let everybody know. Share it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever y'all got to do. Share that shit. Shout out Live Feed, one of my moderators on YouTube in the chat. Let's get this shit rocking and rolling. Trap Lil Ross will be in the building. Hope you got your questions ready. You understand me? We're going to get to know this gentleman and, try to see it from his perspective, where he's coming from with this content. And yeah, when I open the flow, man, y'all do y'all thing. You feel me? But yeah, y'all already know, man, we the hottest platform right now on this Clubhouse shit. Ain't nobody fucking with us. So we gonna stick to the script, never changing up. You understand me? But yeah, we had the Half Twins on here earlier this week. We ending it with a bang today with Trap Lil Ross. Then on the first, we got Stupid Young. So y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned. Let me tell him we ready. I think it's about 8 o'clock in the UK right now. So shout out everybody in the UK that's gonna be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Focusing and it's all love. Like I said, if you don't know about Trap Lil Ross, y'all about to get to know him today. He's definitely a familiar face in this YouTube world. For the serial killer King Von documentary. I mean, from the NBA YoungBoy. I mean, everything in between. What's so crazy to me, I forgot he did the Cameron Tyler. He did the rich white Crip, the young LA Crip who was privileged. Well, young. Let me say, he's not no LA Crip. Well, he was an LA Crip. He's a white boy from the Valley who was privileged that kept coming down to LA to hang out and gang bang, and then he ended up getting caught up in all that and used his white privilege to get up out of it.
I think he was from Palos Verdes.
Yeah, Palos Verdes, but he ended up banging 9-0.
That's white.
He was banging 9-0. All right, then. So yeah, man, we about to see what's going on. Who's this Sheldon guy?
My in Carson, aren't they?
You said
That's
what?
The closest thing to Palos Verdes.
Palos Verdes, that shit like out the way.
Palos Verdes towards San Pedro way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Right up the hill.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. San Pedro, Palos Verdes, all that. I thought he was in the Valley. I thought Cameron was from the Valley.
Yeah, Cameron Terrell.
Cameron Terrell. Oh, hey, dang.
He caught a carjacking case after that case.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Munchie B, man. We seen Sexy Red over there. You was over there. You know what I'm saying? Big in it.
Oh yeah, she pulled up and shit.
Oh, you from Palos Verdes? Talk about my number. Okay. All right, man. He gonna be here in just a second, man. He say he getting ready to hop in. He's definitely excited about coming on here, chopping it up with us. Like I said, if you got some good questions, man, please save them till I open up the flow. We're going to get to know this gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Tap into his mindset, pick his brain a little bit, see what's going on with this gentleman, man. You know, it's been a long time coming, but he's definitely one of the biggest YouTubers in this shit right now. Y'all raising y'all hand, man. Y'all, hopefully y'all got some questions, man. Y'all got some questions. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up here if you ain't got no questions, man. Like I said, when I open that flow, you know what I'm saying, it's on. You know what I'm saying? There you go, right there. There you go. Trap. Come up, Trap. Look at the top of your screen. There you go. And then what you do is the bottom right is your mic. The bottom right is your mic. The bottom right corner, you're going to hit that and come off your mic, Trap. Trap, you hear me? The bottom right corner. You see the mic? The bottom right, just click it. I don't know if you can hear me. Bottom
Someone
right.
else say something.
Bottom right.
I'm gonna tell them to mash it.
We got an echo.
Yeah, why everybody shit echoing like that?
No, we good. That's my shit. We live, we good. All right, Trap, you there? You there, Trap?
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Welcome to Smutfree TV, man. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm lit, man. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to get crazy on Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? All of my favorite rappers be on here talking madness. So it's my turn.
It's your turn. It's your turn to talk that shit, huh?
Let's go, man. We're about to turn up. What's everybody saying, bro? I know there's gonna be some haters.
Nah. So we gonna get to know you. I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit. We gonna understand who you are and how you got to where you are right now. And then I'm gonna open up the flow. We gonna ask we're gonna get the hard questions out the way. You know what I'm saying? But no, Trap Ross is in the building. We live, Smutfree TV. Make sure y'all share the room, share the stream. We live on YouTube as well. Y'all know what's going on. Trap Ross, how you doing today, man? What time is it where you at?
Hey, man, it's 8:07 where I'm at, 8:07 p.m. and I'm live in London right now. I'm in the streets. I'm in the trenches of London right now. You know what I'm saying? So all my London drillers pull up. You know what I'm saying? We outside.
No, for sure. So Trap, man, a lot of people want to know, how did you get started in it? I mean, let's go back to the beginning. You from the UK? You born and raised in the UK?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in the UK, man. I was born in the mean streets of South London, in Croydon. But I grew up in a little town not a lot of people are going to know, called Bognor Regis, man, by the seaside, by the beach. You know what I'm saying? All the big drug dealers, they go from London down to Bognor, where I'm from, to sell their shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I had a strange upbringing. It's not very hip hop, you know what I mean? It's a million miles away from a lot of the shit I talk about. But I loved hip hop my whole life. And, you know what I'm saying? I built a name for myself just talking about the shit that I love, showing people like my deep knowledge of this shit, of the culture that I love. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm very fortunate, man. I built up a whole kind of reputation for myself doing this kind of thing. So, you know what I'm saying? It's
definitely.
nothing but love for the culture.
So before you keep going, so where did it all start for you? Like, how did hip hop, like, what intrigued you about hip hop, growing up? Let's get into that. What intrigued you about hip hop growing up?
Yo, for me, man, it's always been about success, man. I've always looked up to these artists. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid. I grew up in a small town. There wasn't really too much going on. But I would look up to people, you know what I'm saying? Your 50 Cents, your Jay-Z's, like the people that really came from nothing, that came from the gutter, that came from the dirt, and like really built big kind of careers for themselves. You know what I'm saying? People that really beat the odds. Even though I'm not from those situations, I'm from a small town where nothing really happens. So I was always inspired by dudes like 50, like Jay, that came from much harsher situations than me, you know, the Master Projects, you know what I'm saying, 50 from Queens, getting shot 9 times and coming back and making a diamond selling album. So like, I've always just been inspired by these guys that could just make magic happen, you know, with their words. So for me, like, just growing up, listening to this music had a huge effect on me.
No, for sure. So, transition. So did you graduate high school? I mean, a single mother? I mean, both parents? I mean, let us know your upbringing.
Yeah, bro. So my parents put together, man. You know, I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful in that regard. You know, since high school, I went to university and studied business. So, you know, I always was interested in business, had a business mind. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have it too hard growing up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't super rich. I wasn't super poor. But I was always just interested in like great stories. You know what I'm saying? Great men, great people from history that kind of achieved a lot. And you know what I'm saying? For me, like, I was always just from a
You breaking up a little bit.
place where nothing exciting really happened. So I was just inspired by interesting people, interesting places.
You trap. You in and out. You in and out. Trap. You in and out. You in and out. You in and out.
I could listen to a 50 Cent album and be transported to a far away place.
Trap.
I could really get a feel for.
Trap. Your phone keep breaking up. You breaking up. Can you hear us? Go ahead, fix your signal, man. I'm gonna reset the room. We live, Smutfree TV. We got Trap Lord Ross in the building. You understand me? Live and direct. Make sure y'all share the stream, share the room. Trying to get to know this gentleman and see where he's coming from. You know, he's a known YouTuber in this space. Definitely one of the biggest. Trap, you there? Let me see. Fix your signal, Trap. Hit that bottom right mic.
Yo, I'm still here. My bad. I should still be able to communicate. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you clear. You said you went to university?
Yeah, bro. I went to university and studied business. You know what I'm saying? So I was always interested in like business and building a business. So funnily enough, man, I used to have a business making rap videos for people in my area. You know, there wasn't too much rap going on where I'm from, but there was always a couple rappers, and I would try and help them, you know, shoot their music videos, you know, saying like a little Cole Bennett back in the day in my city. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really pop off too much, but like, I just love the culture, bro. If I had a rapper in my area, I wanted to try and make them shine, you know?
No, for sure. So how did you get into content creating? What happened after college? What happened after the business? Like, what made you just say, hey, let me do this YouTube, let me put out a video that's going to create shock value that, you know, I'm going to do research on, people going to, you know, dive into, dissect, you know, what, like, was that planned? Or
no, man, it was a strange journey because like I basically started doing stand-up comedy, man. I used to do stand-up and I used to do like comedy sketches on YouTube. So, you know what I'm saying? I always loved hip hop. That was always my passion. But like when I was making comedy and making videos at first, you know what I'm saying? I basically was just trying to do funny stuff on YouTube, but it wasn't really popping for me. But I used to love, like I said, I used to shoot rap music videos. Like I used to rap a little bit myself and, you know, shoot a few rap videos, but you know what I'm saying? It weren't really popping like that. So, you know, eventually the thing that took off for me was like, you know, making these detailed stories about stuff I was into, but it took a long time for me to kind of like turn my passion for music into the videos. Like they were always two separate things. And you know what I'm saying? I got to give it to my homie Ordinary Things, who I'm with right now, who essentially like, he pushed me to start making videos about hip hop. He knew that I had the passion for it, but like, you know what I'm saying? I never really had the idea to like bring those two things together. And I'll be honest with you, bro, stand-up comedy weren't really hitting. So I had to dip from that one.
So yeah, you being from the UK, I see that you tapped in on a lot of stories, and you even stray away from the hip hop shit. You kind of get into the gang culture. You know, it's one story I'm familiar, in particular, the Cameron Tyler story. The yeah. So like, what? I don't. How do I say this? Did you, when you do your research, do you tap in with people from that area? Or are you just putting together stuff from the internet that you've seen, that you heard? I mean, how are these stories valid in your sense?
I'll keep it real with you, bro. Like, I've always just been crazy good with Google. Like, for me, before I was doing this professionally, you know, I used to love hip hop, like whether it was the artists from my area or the artists in America. I was just trying to find out everything I could about artists because I loved hip hop. Like if it was 50 Cent or Jay-Z, I would watch every interview they ever did.
I ask any question, y'all super chat
about their background.
I ask any question.
Just as a fan, to be honest with you, bro. And then sort of over time, you know, obviously gangster rap is really like one of the biggest subgenres of hip hop as it goes. You know, whether it's going all the way back to NWA, Ice-T, you know what I'm saying, on the West Coast back in the 80s where gangster rap really started, you know, people like Schoolie D. I was just always fascinated in these stories because I'll keep it real with you, bro. I'm not from the streets, but like this music really impacted me. You know, I really kind of wanted to get an understanding of this lifestyle that I was hearing in these rap songs that I love. So I don't claim to be, you know what I'm saying, from the streets or anything like that. But my thing is that it's just like, if I'm a fan of somebody, I want to know everything about them. And really, it just got to the point where it was like, I was learning everything about my favorite rappers, and I started just putting that into videos because I wanted to spread the love. Like, I think if you know somebody's backstory, like you know where Jay-Z came from, you're going to enjoy the music even more. You know what I mean? So you kind of need to know the history of an artist to really appreciate the music. And it really came from a place of love and being a fan. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm not trying to be a snitch.
So do you feel like you're helping the artists out?
I do, bro. And you know what's funny? I mean, like
because a lot of people will feel like, you know, you put false narratives on these people.
Well, that's the thing, bro. Like, I'm really just like trying to tell people what I've seen on the internet. Like, this is the information that's out there. You know what I'm saying? I do put out there like things that people already know. Like, I'm not hiding in a dumpster behind someone's crib trying to find out their secrets. I'm just on Google looking up the same shit everyone else is looking at. But you know, I got an eye for storytelling and an eye for research and an eye for putting things together so people can understand it. But like, if you talk about Von, for example, after that Von video, I spoke to 100K Track, and he said to me that Von's numbers took a big jump after I dropped that video, and he was kind of happy. He was saying, you know what I'm saying? He was saying it was a good week for them with the streams after that video dropped, and I've had a few artists say that to me recently. So, you know, that's not why I do it, but I know that kind of artists do benefit from the information being out there. And again, I'm not exposing anything that's not already out there, you know what I mean? I'm just putting it together in a way that's nice.
Okay, now has any of these rappers or any of these people have hollered at you in like a manner like, hey bro, you need to take that shit down, I ain't feeling that shit? Like, you know, a lot of them stories, has anybody reached out to you from the family or anybody?
Yeah, like it does happen from time to time. You know, sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. I mean, even when Von was alive, he didn't like what I'd said about him with the whole KI situation. And him and his team kind of tried to press me and get me to take those videos down. You know, they were trying to get the whole channel taken down for a minute. But the funny thing is, it's like, he was telling me, you got to take down all this KI stuff, this shit ain't right. And like after Von passed, you know what I'm saying, a lot of police reports came out that kind of said that that whole thing with KI was actually true. So, you know what I'm saying, like it does happen, but at the same time, people show a lot of love. Like right now I'm writing a Tay Savage story, and like Tay's already hit me up saying like, he's excited to see what I got to say about him. So, you know, there's always positive with negative, but I think on the whole, man, like what I do really just spreads the word and it spreads the law. You know, that's what trap law is about. The law is folklore. And I'm just trying to spread the law and spread the word about like what these artists are about. And, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of what I put out there, these are things that are in the lyrics. Like people say I was exposing Von. I'm just reading his lyrics. I'm just reading his tweets. Like I ain't got no secret insider information about the dude. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I'm just like a fan. I'm saying the same shit that somebody in a bar or in a barbershop might be saying about their favorite artist on an average day.
Yeah, and one thing I gotta give you credit for, you actually show your face. You know, was that a big deal early on? Did you have to decipher if you was gonna show your face or not? Because I see a lot of people don't show their face. You got people like Swamp Stories and, you know, other people that hide their face and tell the story, but you actually show yourself and you actually pull up in real life. So
yeah, bro, that's mad important to me because, you know what I'm saying, I stand on what I say. I believe in what I do. I don't want to hide my identity. You know, no disrespect to anybody like Swamp Stories or Trap Geek that keep their identity anonymous. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of negativity that comes with this shit. It is a risk. You know what I'm saying? You see me in LA rolling with my security. You know, it's real out here. But at the same time, bro, I stand on what I say. And, you know, I'm willing to put my face behind the words that I put out there because I really believe in what I do. And I honestly, like, I see the positive side in what I'm doing. And it's not to expose people, bro. I'm just spreading the word and bringing awareness to what's already out there. But, you know what I'm saying? It is a risk and there are downsides to doing it this way. But I really believe in what I say, bro. And like I say, you know, when I pulled up in LA, everybody showed me love, man. Everybody showed me respect. And like I stand behind what I do and I really believe in this shit. So, you know, I hope that comes through. And it really is not from a place of disrespect. And even a lot of people that are kind of, they don't like what I do over the years. Even in LA, I linked up with Sharp. And, you know, he had some hard words for me.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
you know,
I was going to get to that too, because Sharp is a good friend of mine. And, you know, I seen y'all go, you know, have a little, you know, discussion on there on the news. He said he just don't respect you coming from a place where you never been and you commenting on it, but I felt what you said too. Like, you know, like I said, like, do you consider yourself a journalist?
Yeah, bro, I definitely consider myself a journalist. You know, I'm an investigator and a researcher of sorts. Shit, it's kind of loud where I'm at right now. Apologies, bro. But yeah, bro, it's like I really believe in what I do. And the thing with me, like my face is out there. You know, I'm not hiding. And whether it's Sharp or, you know, I had a debate with Big Loon, Chicago, King Dave, Van Lathan. Like, I'm not afraid of standing up for what I believe in and telling people about what I really do and what I really mean. Because at the end of the day, bro, like I believe in this shit. And I felt like the conversation I had with Sharp, it was a stern conversation, but it was very respectful. And I think there was respect shown on both sides. And after that conversation, I felt like me and Sharp had a good relationship because I could understand where he's coming from. He could understand where I was coming from. And ultimately, I think we both love the culture. And we're just trying to kind of, you know what I'm saying, keep it moving in our own lane. But like, that's the thing, bro. I'm not scared of jumping on any conversation, whether it's this, a conversation with Sharp, a debate, anyone. Like, I'll stand up for what I do because I really believe in it, bro. And I'm not hiding.
No, that's facts. That's facts, man. Hey, man, we got Trap, Lil Ross in the building, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the video up top. Y'all know what it is. We live right now, YouTube, Clubhouse, Smutfree TV. You understand? Trap, Lil Ross in the building. One more thing before I open the flow. So what exactly happened with the King Von video? Because did you end up taking it down and putting it back up?
Yeah, bro. It was a whole drama behind that video, man. Because when I dropped it, you know, Von's cousin Balo, he was feeling some type of way about the information that was in the video. You know what I'm saying? The way he felt that I was tarnishing Von's legacy. But the way that I felt was that I was honestly just doing an in-depth analysis of the things that Von said. And it's like, just like I stand on the things that I say and that I'll kind of put my face to it and believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Von said a lot of things and Von would have stood on those things. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. But like, you know what I'm saying? Von was talking about in all of his songs that he was a killer, and he would have stood on that in real life. You know what I mean? So, but as far as what happened with the video, I ended up getting a lot of kind of false claims on the video. I know Balo was wanted to get the video taken down. There was all sorts of stuff. I had privacy requests against the video. I had you know, a demonetization against the video for like violence and swearing. Even my older videos about Von, they did a fake copyright claim and said that I used the song Crazy Story, which I actually didn't. And, you know what I'm saying? Every video I'd ever done about Von actually got taken down at a certain point. But I kind of fought my case. You know, I did an appeal and I got that shit back up. You know what I'm saying? It took a little while. Like, it was difficult because that was like the day that I dropped the video. It went up and it came down. It went up, it came down again. But, you know, in the end, I got the W. And no disrespect to Balo, you know what I'm saying? He can disagree and I respect that. But at the same time, like, well, sorry, man. At the same time, like, you know, I just believe in what I say, bro. And I didn't put anything out there about Von that hadn't already been said or that wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? It was his lyrics, it was his tweets, that was stuff that he said that he put out there. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really no disrespect, but like Von said he was a killer and like all day long.
No, for sure. We definitely gonna get into that. We're gonna open up the flow. Man, shout out everybody in the building. Y'all know what it is. Trap Lil Ross in here. We're gonna open up the flow, man. Tell me pass or go down to the goo if you don't want to ask no questions. I ain't got time for all that. My voice a little hoarse. You understand me? But yeah, we're gonna open up the floor, man. Trey Thrasher, you got a question for Trap Lil Ross?
Yeah, it was good. Hey, how long did it take you to put like that video together? Because I know it was like 6 hours and shit. I think it was the King Von one. How long altogether did it take you to put it together?
Yeah, bro, love for that, man. I appreciate you being here. The Von video, man, that one was a 3.5 hour video. That probably took me, I probably did 2 to 3 months straight of just research. And that goes for like listening to all the songs. I love Von's music anyway, so I've been listening to his music back to back. But like really listening and paying attention to what he's saying, all of his songs. I read every single tweet that man ever made. You know what I'm saying? I read the whole Twitter account from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? All of his interviews, just everything that he was ever involved in that I could look into, you know, police reports, articles, Chicago Tribune, you know what I'm saying? Every murder that they said he was involved in, I looked at every article about it. And that shit probably damn near took me 3 months. And then it was another 2 months to edit that bitch. So like overall, bro, it's like 5 months work. But like for me personally, I spent a good, probably 3 months total working on that project, man. And you know, honestly, bro, people say that I don't love hip hop or all sorts of shit, but like, bro, I'm a true super fan of Von. I can't sit there for 3 months just listening to Von's music nonstop without being a super fan, bro. Like, I love the guy's music, you know what I'm saying? I love Von, pause. But like, I'm a huge fan, and it comes from a place of love, bro. I love the culture, and I'm just listening to hip hop and Chicago music all day long, bro. So that's a normal day at the office for me.
Yeah, but how long was the NBA YoungBoy one though?
Shit, the YoungBoy one, bro, that was a 6-hour video. I think I spent 4 months. I think I spent 4 months nonstop. And that's, bro, you know, YoungBoy's catalog, bro. This guy's got like damn near 2-3 dozen albums and mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? I listened to every YoungBoy project back to back, read the lyrics while I listened to it, every interview, every article, every police report. God damn, I became a Baton Rouge expert in this shit. So that was probably 4 full months of research. And my team, I think we spent like a month and a half editing that, but we had like 3 or 4 people working on that one at once. So that in that situation, it wasn't one person editing it. We had a few people edit different parts of the video. But yeah, bro, I damn near spent, I'd say like 4 months on the YoungBoy one. That's probably the biggest, deepest project I've ever done. And bro, I'm a YoungBoy super fan, bro. Honestly, I don't think that there's anybody more impactful in terms of like gangster rap right now than YoungBoy.
I see you had some stuff on there from Reddit though. Do you trust that as a source? Because there'd be a lot of trolls on there, and I know some of that, you know, be like a lot of false information. So do you really trust Reddit as a source with all the trolls and shit?
So here's the thing with Reddit, bro. Like, Reddit is really just a jumping off point to more information. There's a lot of troll information on Reddit. Like, I'll keep it real with you. There's a couple little things that are in that YoungBoy video that I put in there that are kind of like in jokes. Like, people on Reddit know, like, the joke that I put in there where it's like YoungBoy's best homie, OG33. And there's a troll post on Reddit where like 33's holding up 5 fingers, and the comment is like, yo, OG33 giving a hint of how many bodies he got. Now look, I know that ain't proof that he got 5 bodies, but I really wanted to put that in as a taste of like the kinds of things that are being said in the community, because ultimately, like, these Reddit communities, they're a window into what's going on in this music. Now, I definitely didn't post it up to say, yo, this is 100% confirmation that dude's got 5 bodies. But what I say is that, like, these posts are super fans that are speculating on all the murders that took place. And it's like, we can't lie and say that that's not going on. Like, I didn't create these communities, bro. These communities are thousands of people speculating on the real goings on of gang violence. Like, that's a real thing. This is a real phenomenon that's going on in the modern day world, bro. You know, this is uncharted territory. And I'm really just trying to document that. You know what I'm saying? So I use Reddit as a jumping off point. You know, sometimes I might reference a Reddit comment to give analysis, to say, yo, this is what the people are saying. But at the same time, I never want to do that without backing it up with like some police reports, some lyrics, interview where YoungBoy's talking about specifically stuff that happened to him. So the way that I look at it, man, is it's like the Reddit is kind of a jumping off point, and it's really more of a window into like what the fans are speculating on. But at the same time, I try and make it very clear. Like, if you listen to my language and the way that I talk about things in the video, like, I make it very clear when I'm talking about what the community is saying and what people are speculating, and what, say, a real police report or what a real news report or what, you know, the sentencing outcome of a case actually is. And the thing with my videos, bro, is I try and show everything. Like, I try and show everything that's being said on Reddit, everything that's being said in a police report, everything that's being said in the lyrics. You know, the video is meant to be a collection of everything that's being said about a topic. So, you know, that's the way I approach it. I definitely wouldn't be one of these people that's just going off everything that Reddit says. Like, I know better than that. But my thing is, it's like, yo, they said this on Reddit, and then the police report said this, and then the lyrics said this. So realistically, I'm going to believe this.
No, yeah, you gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Elena, you got a question for Trap?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, now that you've reached a great level of success, what do you do to get back to people in these United States communities that you're so fascinated with exploiting?
So I personally don't see it as exploitation. You know, I see it as journalism. Like, I wouldn't say that CNN are exploiting the people of Gaza or Israel when they're doing, you know, in-depth quality journalism and reporting on obviously a very sad and tragic situation in any part of the world. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of journalists and a lot of media organizations that are reporting on very sad things, but it's not necessarily their responsibility to fix that. You know, I don't live in the US, but what I will say is something I did recently that really had a profound effect on me. I recently visited a UK prison to talk to some of the young guys that have been affected by these kinds of situations, gang lifestyles, violence, at least in the UK where I live, to kind of speak to these guys and talk to them about content creation and alternative career paths and things that they could do to kind of fulfill themselves when they're out of jail, to kind of get away from that path. You know, I'm early on my journey. You know, I've only really been doing this for a few years at this level, And I really want to find more ways to give back. You know what I'm saying? I would disagree when it comes to saying that like what I do is exploitative, because really it's reporting. You know, if you want to say that anyone reporting on anything negative is exploiting the situation, you're going to have to damn near shut down every single news organization in the entire world, because you could open up Fox News, CNN, you know what I'm saying, Al Jazeera right now, and I can guarantee you the first thing on that page is going to be some tragedy where somebody's lost their life or something bad has gone down. So I don't necessarily think that's my responsibility. And I try and put a lot of responsibility in the videos. Like, I try not to glorify the lifestyle. I say at the start of my videos and frequently throughout, this is in no way meant to glorify the gang lifestyle. And I'll often say, yo, even with the Von video, you know, realistically, like that man, from the statements that he made in his music and his tweets, he was a killer and proud of it. But at the same time, I make it very clear in that video at the start, like, this guy is a product of his environment. You know what I'm saying? He unfortunately got in a situation where he did have to kill or be killed. And, you know, over time, he managed to pick up a real love for killing. But at the same time, he's a product of his environment. You know, his father was shot by a sniper when he was 11. And, you know what I'm saying? This guy went through a lot of stuff that made him hardened. And it's like, you know, at a certain point, I'm really just trying to explain to people the reality behind these situations. Like, these things really happen.
Right.
You can't pretend they didn't happen. But like, I'm trying to do the journalism in a responsible way, because what I'm not doing is glamorizing it and saying, yo, this guy caught 10 bodies and this guy caught 5 bodies and that's lit and he's the best killer. But I'm trying to give a responsible take on this drill music thing that has become a global phenomenon and ultimately is like, it's very negative, you know. And it's a shame that, like, realistically, I would say that like the exploitative stuff is when people are making music and talking about smoking this or that person.
But this is what I'm saying. I don't want to cut off, but when it comes to just to say what I meant by that, so that you can kind of possibly go that direction, it's basically not necessarily that you're exploiting it to that extent. But the thing is, like, you brought up CNN and other type of journalism where they often only show one side of the situation. Like, yes, we may go in there, we'll see this thing, but we're not going to hear both sides of the story. I feel like you have not only an obligation, but even the access to actually speak to both sides. You can investigate both sides of any of these different, you know, stories that you tell, and that way people can understand, like you said, the reality of it. You're not really, sometimes it doesn't seem like the reality of whatever's going on really comes out, because you only get one side of the story. Like, we don't hear anything about, you know, well, I haven't heard anything as far as this little stuff, but you know, just basically when you're only telling one side of the story, it kind of makes it to where it's one side, and it does kind of glorify that particular thing. We're hearing a lot about murder that's technically glorifying, like King Von as to who he is. A lot of people are glorifying it, but what about the victims? And when I said something about the communities of the people, I mean, like, you know, do you ever do anything positive? Is there anything about, well, not positive, but is there anything about the hip hop world that you care about, that you support, that's positive outside of just, you know, this type of stuff?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like you got it twisted, because I feel like if you actually watch my videos, I do give both sides. Like, when I did the video on the murder of FBG Duck, like, I give the side of obviously the murder of Duck and the O-Block gang war that was going on, but I got a whole chapter where I talk about the impact that it had on FBG Duck's mother and what she went through, actually being the butt of the joke and being a victim of this gang war that she didn't necessarily like deserve to be dragged into. You know, I try and show both sides of the coin on these stories. Even with the Von video, it's like, you're kind of saying that I'm glorifying him, and that's really not the case. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, I really admonished Von in that video. You know, I labeled him a serial killer, which did meet the definitions of the FBI's criteria to be a serial killer. And I kind of say, yo, this shit has got to stop. Like, this gang violence and this gang warfare is not cool, and it's really nothing to glamorize. And I honestly, like, I don't think it's cool. Like, I do try and show both sides of the story. So I feel like if you really drill deep into my content, you can see that I show both sides of the coin, and I really try and show the impact and the devastating effects of the gang violence and the gang lifestyle. Whereas on the flip side, I would say the criticism you're aiming at me would be much more suitable for someone like Von or even Lil Durk. You know, this guy's become a millionaire talking about he's smoking on Duck and he's higher than Duck and all of this stuff. And, you know what I'm saying, he's not even, I mean, whether or not you believe it, you know what I'm saying, he's not even supposed to be involved in these situations, and he's glamorizing it, becoming a millionaire off that shit. Listen, I ain't a millionaire. I'm saying, like, I do this professionally, and this is my full-time job, but I'm really not trying to glamorize it, and I am trying to show both sides of the coin. Like, even when it comes to the YoungBoy shit, like, I'm not painting him as a villain. You know, the title of that video is YoungBoy, Real Killer or Fake Gangster, and it's really an exploration of, like, where the line is blurred between the actual gang lifestyle and the music. And I really try and paint in that video, like, a picture of YoungBoy as actually, like, as an artist rather than a gang member. And I feel like he's really somebody that's kind of capitalized off of the music in the way that I feel like the way that you're kind of coming at me is really like more what the rappers are doing. And I'm trying to kind of take a more responsible and respectful tone and actually explore these stories in a way that people can kind of understand and appreciate the negative sides of this drill music lifestyle. Because I honestly think, like, when it comes to the music, if you just listen to the music, it makes murder seem cool. And like, if you watch my videos really in depth, like, I don't think murder's cool, bro. I don't think people growing up without father, you know, Von's kids, Duck's kids growing up without father, you know, Duck's mother, you know, losing her son in such a horrible and public way. Like, I don't think that's cool. You know what I mean? So I respect where you're coming from, but I feel like that criticism is kind of, you know, that criticism is much more suitable to the rappers themselves than what I'm doing. I really try not to glamorize this stuff that's going on. But as far as giving back to the community, I'll be honest with you, like, I'm trying to take steps. Like I say, I did a talk in a prison. That's something that I'm trying to do.
We're gonna bring you to the hood, Traveler Ross. We're gonna take you to the hood.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be more than happy to go to the hood and speak to people. But one of the problems that I have, and a lot of people have brought this up, is that, like, realistically, bro, gang members ain't really trying to talk to me about what goes on, bro, because, you know, it's considered snitching. And I ain't really trying to expose, you know, anyone's secrets or go on anyone's block doing surveillance. Like, I'm just putting together my own personal view based on what's on Google, what's in the music, what's on Reddit, what's in the news, and to just kind of give, like, a responsible overview of what's going on in drill music. Because this shit's a global phenomenon. This shit's bigger than me. It's bigger than Von. It's bigger than Youngboy. It's bigger than Dirk. This shit is a global phenomenon. You got drill rappers in every city in the world. But sorry, that was a long answer, but I hope that made sense.
No, we're gonna keep it going. So for the people just entering the room, we got Traveler Ross in the building on Smutfree TV. First time on Clubhouse, live and direct. We live on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all share the room, ping up, share the stream. Y'all already know what it is. We are taking questions. We are going down the line. You know what I'm saying? So right now we are on Goddess now. We're gonna get the Goddess unique. We're going in order. I will get to y'all. Please hold your horses, man. Traveler Ross is definitely in the house, man. Goddess, what it do?
Hey, Trap, I'm actually a fan. Started out as probably one of your biggest critics. My favorite video so far would be that the young boy, the 6-hour garb you uploaded. What I like specifically is how you walk stuff down in the chronological order. As I got a little bit through that video, I was like, man, he seemed to be beefing with everybody, and you tied it all together in a little web. How do you feel? I know you also cover the UK drill and things like that. I've watched those videos also as I listen to, you know, multicultural drill. How do you feel inevitably, specifically about this video, maybe possibly being used in an open case for murders and the impact of the family that's going through this stuff at this current time, you know, with a case that's active? Do you keep any of that in mind as you're creating your content?
I appreciate you, Goddess. That means a lot to me that you're enjoying the content. You know what I would say to that? You know, I cover a lot of stories. I got a very big UK story that's coming very soon. The thing is, like, I'm not putting out any information that's not already out there. You know, I think people maybe get it a little bit twisted when they say that, yo, you're like, people were hitting me up after the Youngboy video going, yo, take this down, it's got an open case. But bro, the majority of the content that's in that video is either content that's in Youngboy's music already, or like paperwork from his case that's public. You know what I'm saying? That is there for everybody to read. I'm not putting out anything out there that's going to hurt his case. I'm not putting out there anything that's not already known. And the funny thing about the Youngboy video, like the title of the video is Real Killer or Fake Gangster. And if you watch that video to the end, I kind of conclude that, like, Youngboy ain't really kill anyone. Like, Youngboy ain't actually the killer. You know what I'm saying? He's the artist. He might be involved as far as like being a figurehead or having a history in the streets and an affiliation with these groups that have unfortunately, you know, killed people or been involved in kind of gang warfare that's lost people's lives. But like, the ironic thing with the Youngboy video is the conclusion that I make at the end of it is that actually, like, he ain't really doing that stuff himself personally. He's an artist, you know, he's been on house arrest for all these years, and he does have a gun case, unfortunately. The problem with the gun case is that there's a whole bunch of footage on social media of Youngboy walking around his hood with a gun. And nothing that I say is going to make his case any worse than that footage that's already floating around. Or if you follow the case closely, you know, they're going back and forth with the state about an SD card that apparently has even more footage of Youngboy holding guns in that situation. And, you know what I'm saying? Youngboy's legal team are going back and forth about an SD card that's got incriminating footage on it. I ain't seen what's on that SD card. I'm just talking about the paperwork that's already out there for the open case that anybody can look up and read. You know, it's the same with people like 1090 Jake. You know, he's just looking up paperwork and reading it. I think people are upset because maybe I'm the person that's kind of gotten a lot of attention, or, you know, I put the videos together in a way that people really understand and really can kind of follow along and learn a lot. But ultimately, I'm really not putting out any information that's new. It's all information that the state would have. You know what I'm saying? A private investigator or an actual detective would have much more information than me. They might have his Instagram DMs, his phone logs, his call logs. They got the SD card from the camera that was being used that day with his open case. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really putting out anything that ain't already out there. I'm just putting it together in a way that's nice. But I think because my face is out there and, you know, these videos get millions of views, I think it's kind of, I am somebody to point the finger at. But ultimately, if Youngboy loses his case, that's because he's on camera holding a gun while he's on probation, not because some dude in England made a video about it, reading the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you have a relationship with Youngboy? Has Youngboy reached out to you?
Youngboy hasn't reached out to me, man. But some of his team have sort of, you know what I'm saying? They'd be liking some of my stuff on Instagram or like saying what's up. You know, I know he rapped about it. He referenced that documentary in his song Testimony. You know what I mean? He mentioned the title of the documentary in there. And to be honest, I felt like the way he was talking about it, if you go and listen to the song Testimony, bro, I'm not 100% sure, but I get the impression that he probably recorded that song after he watched the documentary. Because it's like the way he talks about it and he mentions the documentary, it feels like almost like a vibe where he might have watched that documentary and reflected on all the things that he'd been through. You know, I would love to speak to Youngboy. I know he's on a bit of a press run at the moment. I'd love to interview him. I'm sure he has seen at least part of that documentary, and I would love to know what he thinks of it. And, you know, I never duck any fades, man. If he feels like I put something in there that wasn't accurate, I'll always correct the record and clear the air, bro, because my thing is the truth. Like, I'm trying to read the paperwork, read the news, read the lyrics to get to the truth. And, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people cap in their raps. Sometimes people tell the truth in their raps. So you got to take the raps, you got to take the news, you got to take the police reports and put it all together. I'm just trying to get to the truth, man. And, you know, these are Billboard charting songs. Youngboy is one of the top streaming artists in the entire world right now, as his Spotify numbers just came out. And I don't think there's anything wrong or surprising about the fact that somebody, whether it's a fan or a journalist, is going to look into the stories behind this music. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Let's keep it going with the questions. Unique. Unique, you there? We're going to keep it rolling.
I am. I'm sorry, I was doing something. So I saw this song that you did. I know you said you're like not doing so much music anymore, but I was wondering what inspired you to do this song called The Other Side. I was checking out the lyrics to it.
Yeah, man, that's from my rapping days. You know, that song, The Other Side, it's kind of a dark, deep and sad song. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, right? But there used to be a subreddit on Reddit called Watch People Die. And it was very dark. It was basically just all videos of people dying in different various horrible ways. It had nothing to do with rap music, but it was something that used to that I stumbled upon. Like, my friend sent it to me. I can't lie to you, man. I probably spent a few hours on this twisted Reddit site. It got shut down now. They got rid of it. But I'll be honest with you, man, that shit fucks me up. I saw all this horrible stuff, all the shit I talk about in that video about, you know, on that sub. It's not a gang sub. It's about all different people falling into like machines that fucking tear their bodies apart, and people getting hit by trucks and getting run over and blown up and shit and stabbed and shot and all kinds of shit, man. Car accidents. And that shit fucked me up, to be honest with you, bro. Someone sent that shit to me. I started watching through all of that stuff, and I was traumatized, man. I still be having nightmares about some of the shit I saw on that site. So back when I was making music, man, I decided to make a music kind of reflecting on some of that wild shit that I saw on r/Watch People Die. And, you know what I'm saying? That was almost like a piece of therapy for me. It's kind of fucked up. You know, I don't really do music anymore, so I took a lot of my music down. But I'll be honest with you, that song actually meant a lot to me, because seeing that subreddit fucked me up. And seeing shit like that, you know, I see a lot of death, whether it comes to, you know, footage of shootouts and shit that I have to look into for my videos. And that shit fucks me up, man. It does give me a certain degree of trauma. And that song was kind of like a version of therapy for me, to be honest with you. And man, that's a deep piece of lore right there. So I'm impressed that you found something like that, man. You might be a good researcher like me.
Yeah, definitely caught my eye.
For sure. Kawhi. Got my boy Kawhi in the building. Kawhi, what it do?
Yo, what's good? What's good? Hey, shout out to Trap Boy Ross pulling out to Smutfree. That's random and sad. I didn't think he was gonna pull up today for real. But I've been watching your videos for a while, and you had posted a video in 2020 that kind of was like a encapsulation of that year. It was called like a history of 2020 in rap. And I was wondering, you haven't posted one of those for 3 years now. And I kind of thought that it was a good way to summarize that year. I don't know why you haven't posted one recently.
Yeah, man, I Really appreciate it. Yeah. Did you want that? Yo, bro, sorry, bro, I was just grabbing a drink. Yeah, man, the funny thing with that, bro, I really like doing those end of year videos. It's actually a shame because I think the last one I did, I spent a lot of time on it. And I think it ended up getting demonetized by YouTube. And they never really gave me a reason why. And I didn't feel like there was anything even that bad in that video. And it was a lot of work. And I just felt kind of downtrodden by that. So once that happened, I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. And instead, what I usually try and do is just go hard towards the end of the year and really just make effort to really just like drop a video that's just the best video that I can possibly do. So right now I'm just working on a big Tay Savage video that, you know, Tay Savage, I think he's next up as far as Chicago rappers go, bro. I think he's got an incredible amount of talent. He's got a very, very interesting backstory. And I just decided to spend a couple months working on that rather than the end of the year video, just because I got demonetized that time, if I'm honest with you. But I'll keep it real with you. I might do a yearly wrap up again, maybe another year. But for now, I just decided to put my effort towards just picking an idea that I felt was more of a timeless story. But bro, I really appreciate that, man, because that 2019 and that 2020 video, you know, those are some of my favorite things that I've worked on. But unfortunately, I feel like there was maybe something about that format or something in there that was up. I thought those videos were pretty clean, but I ended up getting in trouble, demonetized for those videos. And I ain't gonna front, it ain't all about the money, but at the same time, like if I'm gonna spend a whole month doing something, like I'm gonna make a loss. I gotta pay bills and shit. So it's kind of like I just decided to put my effort into doing one big story each year. So, but bro, I really appreciate the support, man, that you're rocking with those vids.
Yeah, I feel you. I just feel like those videos like are kind of needed for the culture, you know, because we can look back on those videos and kind of look back like, oh damn, this all happened in 2020. Nobody really does videos like that, and you do some of the best journalistic work inside of this space, and I just like to see another one. But good looks pulling up today.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. You know what? You inspired me, bro. Maybe I'll have to cook up another one soon. You know what I was even thinking of doing, bro? Tell me if this is a good idea. I've been thinking about maybe doing one that's like an old year. So maybe just at a random time, doing a video that's like, yo, hip hop in like 1995 or some shit, and picking a year that's like a real old year and focusing on a lot of the forgotten stuff.
Yeah, that'll be fire too.
Yeah, you think I should do that?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's fire. I like that idea. Let's keep it rocking, man. Big Jenny, not the little one. What's happening?
What's up? Hey, Trout. Hey, I'm at the nail shop, so if you hear the Chinese behind, that's what's going on. Hey, you been to Chicago before?
No, I haven't been to Chicago before, but I want to go next year.
I'm
trying to go and I'm trying to go out there and make a documentary. You know, I really want to meet with some of the people behind the stories that I'm talking about. And, you know, that ain't even really the rappers. I really would love to go and meet Tuka's mom, Duck's mom, and talk about, like, you know, some of the real actual stories like behind this music, the people that have actually been impacted by it. So that's something that I'm kind of looking into long term. But you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people say a lot of things, so I've got to make sure the security is straight before I get out there. You know what I'm saying?
I just that because you the reason for a lot of the YouTubers. I talk about the people who go get information on YouTube about Chicago. I'm from Chicago, so it be killing me how everybody be ready to have so into the Chicago culture and the music, and they ain't never been to the city. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I'll keep it real. I know I need to get out there, and you know what I'm saying, it does mean a lot to me. I want to get over there. I got to sort out a couple of things. I got to sort out the right visa because I've been to America, but I want to do it like more of a full production. If I'm going to do like a big kind of working production and hire people and actually make a whole thing, I got to get the right visa to do that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I know a lot of people have been inspired by my type of content. There's a lot of great journalists that have come out of Chicago, and you know, I've inspired a lot of people, but I was also inspired by a lot of people, whether it's academics, Adam, DJ Vlad. You know, there's been a lot of people over the years that have inspired me. And I know there's a lot of new people that have come afterwards. And, you know, Chicago's really buzzing right now. You got all kinds of personalities and characters coming out of the city, like Jay Main. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really doing something different and pushing peace and doing something positive for the city. And I really respect it. So I want to get out there and meet the people. You know, I do understand that people don't like the fact that, like, I talk about Chicago, but I haven't been there. You know, I like to say that I make up for that by doing good research and just getting to the facts. But I do want to touch down and touch the city and speak to people in person. And like I say, you know, something I really would love to do is actually speak to someone like Tuka's mom, FBG Duck's mom, and even maybe some of the relatives of Von. You know, I know some of them maybe don't necessarily think the most of me, but I would hope that maybe we could sit down and have a conversation and find some understanding. You know, I would never duck a conversation like that. And I feel like maybe that would help kind of, you know, push things forward and push some peace and put some healing about. So I don't know if you think that's a good idea. Let me know, because I'm just trying to grow and learn too.
You know, it get tricky, man. But you Trap Lord. Hold on, let me make sure I feel right. Trap Lord Raw, so they might not be on bullshit with you. They might not play with you. But the community that the both those FTG Duck and King Von are from are kind of like gentrified. A lot of the white folks kind of coming through there buying property or whatever the case may be. So when you do come into Chicago, make sure you stay in the hood though. Don't be scared.
I'm trying to do that. Like, the thing with me is that, like, you know, I know people say certain things, I shouldn't go certain places, but look, I'm not scared. I'll definitely make sure that I'm secure and, you know, not lacking or anything like that. But at the same time, if anybody has a problem with what I'm doing, like, I don't think the
talk that shit, Trap Lord.
I don't think if anyone's got a problem with what I'm doing, bro, I don't think the answer is to say they're going to kill me or some shit. Let's sit down and have a conversation and tell me to my face why I'm wrong, and I'll tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing, bro. I ain't scared of ducking no face. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a dude. I ain't a tough guy either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have an argument or like a beef or a fight with somebody.
You ain't. I mean, because believe it or not, they gonna want to talk. These niggas want to get on TV anyway. Y'all make the niggas want to get on TV and talk. So they put their stuff in the trick bag. So if you able to go ahead and get something from it, ain't no problem with that. I ain't mad at you. Did you follow after Zach TV? Because you know Zach TV dad doing the same thing. I thought he was a journalist too.
Zach TV was somebody. Zach TV was somebody who had a huge impact. You know, saying a lot of the work that he's done documenting the Chicago scene. That's made what I do and what other people in this space do possible. You know what I'm saying? And RIP to Zach TV. I think it's messed up what happened to him. And you know what I'm saying? He's somebody that I respect, and he inspired me. So, you know, I'd love to get over there and speak to some of his people and kind of push his legacy. And like I say, have some of those conversations, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people from O Block, a lot of people from Chicago that, like, I show love to. You know, there's a lot of up-and-coming rappers from O Block that, like, you know what I'm saying, they see me in more of a positive way. You know what I'm saying? I'm locked in with Durkee from O Block, who I think really is next up. He's very talented. You got Ike, Mana Ike over there. There's a lot of really talented artists that I actually think are about to have a really big moment. And I'm just trying to push something positive and promote those artists and let people know that, like, yo, there's a lot of talent coming out here. It ain't all about Vaughn. It ain't all about the shooting and violence. You know what I'm saying?
And let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. Trying to keep it short and sweet. We got a lot of people asking questions. KK, what it do?
Yo, Trap, what up, man? Hey, so Pete, my only question is, shit, I like I told you in person, I fuck with your content. That shit just be too goddamn long. But aside from the stories you covering, like, what else is different from the channel? Like when we go to the channel, even though I fuck with it, even if it is just killing, but I'm saying, like, for the other people, like, if they want to come to your page, like, are they just learning about who died, or are they learning about niggas that's still here too, though?
Yo, bro, I really appreciate that question, man. And this is something funny, because I know that it ain't even just me, right? When it comes to music, I think right now we're in this era of drill music where it's like the killing is what gets the most attention. But if you actually check out what I'm doing, bro, there's a lot more to it. Like, at the start of this year, I did a video on Eminem and Kim and their toxic relationship. You know, I did a very long 1.5-hour video on Kim Kardashian, Kanye West divorce. So I actually cover a lot of aspects of hip hop that I personally think are really important and interesting. You know, I did 2.5 hours on Eminem and Kim. And that's nothing to do with violence. Damn near 20 years ago,
he did the Jay-Z and
white boy.
He did Jay-Z and R. Kelly too.
Yeah, I've been watching your page for a minute, bro. Like, I ain't brand new to the shit. I'm just saying though, like, you know, most of the stories, how can I say, like, all right, bet I see all the other shit you do, but I'm saying the ones that get me glued is the killing ones. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that niggas should stop doing it or none of that shit, because I told you I fuck with it personally. But I'm just saying, like, if a nigga click on it or whatever the case may be, like the first 4 or 5 videos might be about a death. Even though it's good to talk about the death and how you break it down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying is like, what can a nigga say, like, the page is like what's the page for? Like,
yeah, bro. So the name, bro, Trap Law Ross, like, the whole idea is that it's like the law is folklore, you know, it's history. So I'm really trying to give the history of kind of trap music. I'm not saying I'm a trap lord. Sometimes people think I'm trap lord, but it ain't trap lord. Like, it's trap law. It's folklore, history from the trap music, hip hop music, drill music. And it's really about history, bro. Like, I'm a historian of the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to put down on the page the history of everything that's happened in this space. And really, that's for future generations to understand, bro, because realistically, King Von, like King Von and Duck, that's the Tupac versus Biggie of this generation of rappers, bro. And people are going to be talking about these artists for 20 years.
Yeah, that was a big situation for sure. All right, so then Pete, right? So when that shit happened, right? Like, how do you, like, when you come up with, I'm gonna do this 4-5 hour video, like, are you on some, hey man, do you think about getting in contact with anybody and just say like, look, man, I'm about to word it like this, or I'm about to put out this and that, but I'm just giving a heads up though, like.
So I personally don't do that because my whole thing is, it's like, I don't want to give an inside story. I'm not trying to expose anyone's private information.
Right.
Like, my whole thing is, it's just the video is a collection of all the information that's publicly available, whether it's the lyrics, the articles, you know what I'm saying, the Reddit posts, the interviews, the vlogs, you know what I'm saying, people doing their IG lives. It's really just a collection of all the information out there. So like, I don't feel like it's right of me to go and get inside information or to try and get people to expose themselves or twist their words. I'm really just putting out the information that's already out there. Like, for example, you know, I've let people know I'm about to do a Tay Savage story, and like Tay's hit me up and said like, yo, I'm keeping an eye out for your story. And you know what I'm saying? I respect that. I'm excited to show him what I got, but I'm not asking him no police questions, or I'm not asking him, yo, can you give me the secrets, or can you give me the source?
No.
I know you don't do
that. I know for a fact you don't do that. So listen, how do you decipher what's real when, like, because I know that sometimes somebody's probably telling you, hey, look this up. And even though you are going to get the police reports and you getting court documents and shit, like, do you as a person know? I don't know about your history with jail or anything or cases or nothing like that, but I'm saying, do you know that, you know, even shit in the paperwork sometimes, that should be bullshit too?
Yeah, bro, I'll keep it real with you, bro. Sometimes the paperwork's bullshit. Sometimes there's fake paperwork that ain't even real. Sometimes there's a Reddit post that's bullshit. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, in the Von video, right? Like, I think a lot of people got it twisted. Like, I show a screen where there's like 11, 12 people that got killed. And like, one of them's like Lil Mark, right? And there's a lot of people on Reddit that are like, yo, Von killed Lil Mark. Bro, I ain't saying in the video that he killed him. I'm just saying that this is a theory. A lot of people say that. But like, the ones that it's actually like confirmed that he's tweeting 15 minutes after the murder, like, I make it very clear. So my thing is, it's like, I'm trying to give people a complete collection, and I kind of let people draw their own conclusions. Like, as far as those situations, I'm saying, yo, look, here's a lyric that Von said that he did this to this person. Like, for example, whether we're talking about the KI situation, okay? So we got the police paperwork that came out that said Von was the #1 suspect in KI paperwork. Then you got, there's you know what I'm saying, another statement where they said that they thought it was him and T-Roy at the scene or whatever. So then you got a lyric from Von where he's talking about, yo, I'm shooting everybody plus the females in here. And then on top of that, you got the A&E documentary about KI where Von's in the shit, smoking a blunt, talking about when KI got killed, I didn't have nobody to go and hang out with. So it's like, I try and just put together all of the information all together, put it there for you to kind of make your own mind up and draw your conclusion. Because at the end of the day, man, like, I'll keep it real. Like, look, I wasn't there, bro. I didn't see Von shoot KI. And even if I did and I said I saw it, you know, people wouldn't believe me. So it's really a case of, I'm trying to find every single piece of evidence on the topic, and I'm trying to lay that out for everybody to understand. And like, let's keep it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll never know 100 full percent that Von did that shit. But what we do know, I feel like you could say damn near 95% sure based on the lyrics and the police report and the A&E documentary and the shit that he said and the fact that he pressed me personally that he's talking about the shit, that, you know what I'm saying, I would say with 95% possibility that he probably did that. But I could never say 100%, you know what I'm saying? So I try and put all of the information all together for people to understand in one place and to give the most clear picture of what went on. But bro, you know, that damn near ain't nothing in life 100%. You know what I'm saying, 100% confirmed unless you see it with your own eyes. And even then, bro, some people perceive things differently. But I'm really trying my best to just give the most detailed record and account of what went on. Does that make sense?
Right now. I fuck with it. Yep, appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Remo in a bit of no jumper. But let me get on to Lacey. Lease.
Y'all don't have any questions. Thanks for coming on the share though, chat.
We can't hear you. What?
I'm at work. I have no question.
Oh, okay. Sticks. You got a question for Trap? If not, we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rocking and rolling.
No, I had no questions, bro.
All right. John Rule.
Yeah, I got a question, man. You said that you down for the hip hop culture and all that, but why everything you post be like negative shit? I don't see no positive shit on your videos like that you upload.
I personally would disagree. So like, there's a couple of points to that, but I feel like maybe I understand where you're coming from. Like, if you just look at each story, like ultimately I have covered a lot of negative stories as far as like, you know, King Von's story, Youngboy's story. But then when you actually watch the Youngboy video, for example, like there's a lot of positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the positive aspects of his career, like his Stop the Violence movement, and like the positive steps that he's trying to make to heal and move forward from kind of some of the negativity that's been associated with his career. So, you know, ultimately, like, I'll keep it real with you, man. Drill music is ultimately it is a very negative genre. You know, it's about who smokes who and sort of all the really dark and demonic sides of life. Essentially, you know, it's violent music, and ultimately we're in a violent era. You know, I feel like you know, drill in the streets, like things are really hard out here for a lot of people. So, you know, I feel like the content reflects what's going on, but I always try and show like both sides of the coin. You know, I know maybe some people don't tune into that to the kind of nth degree, but like my thing is like I try and show both positive sides. I mean, there is a lot of negativity, but it's like there's positivity and negativity. You know, even in my video I did about the murder of FBG Duck, I kind of talk in that video about how, you know, FBG Duck's mother was affected by the situations, but I kind of try and just put a positive spin on it and say that, look, I really admire this woman's strength, that she went through this and she lost her son in a very public way and she was getting mocked by all these people, but she kind of stayed strong and tried to push forward and do something positive and kind of come out of this situation. But like, I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. There's a lot of negativity on my channel and there's a lot of negativity in the world, but I'm just trying to help people make sense of the negativity that's out there, because I think you could say the same thing about drill music itself. Like, realistically, you know what I'm saying? Like, Von put a lot of negative influences out there. You know, Youngboy put a lot of negative influences out there. But to his credit, bro, he's trying to stop the violence now, and he's trying to push positivity in a certain way. You know, even Dirk, bro. You know, Dirk's done a lot of negative stuff, doing should have ducked, saying smoking and duck and all this kind of thing. But you know what I'm saying? He did that all my life with J. Cole. He's pushing a lot of positive messages now. And you know what I'm saying? I know he's giving back to his community, and that's something that I'm trying to do. You know, like I say, I just.
But that's certain stuff that you haven't posted. But another question. Do you consider yourself a hip hop police?
Nah, bro. I consider myself more of like a journalist, bro. You know, more of a journalist and maybe an investigator, but not a police, bro. Because my thing is like, I'm not trying to lock anyone up, and I think I would be more police if I was on the block in person, filming, trying to get people to incriminate themselves. Like, I don't think
you dropped that video when Youngboy got an open case. That's kind of policey.
Nah, yeah, but the thing is, bro, I ain't saying nothing.
You gotta stop that, bro.
I ain't saying nothing ain't already out there, though, bro. I'm reading the paperwork. I'm reading the paperwork about his case that's already out there, bro. So I ain't dropping nothing new that his lawyers are going to be like, oh, damn, we need to suppress this evidence. Like, Youngboy's got an SD card full of videos of him toting guns that he's trying to get the prosecution to be suppressed right now. And like, bro, I ain't seen what's on that SD cards. I'm just talking about shit that's on social media that they've already got in the case. So I'm not putting anything additional out there, and that's really not my bag, bro. I'm not trying to be on nobody's block with a hidden camera or like doing no secret interviews where I'm trying to get people to slip up and say the wrong thing. I'm just dealing with shit that's already out there. And trust me, bro, if I can find a piece of information, you damn near know a genuine detective is going to be able to get that information plus more. They got the phone records. They got people's private DMs. They're tapping people's phones. And that's on a whole other level, bro. So, you know, I don't see myself as the police. But, you know, some people do see it that way. And you know what I'm saying? That's their opinion.
Hey, have the police ever contacted you?
Never, bro. It's never happened. I know Vlad said that the police contacted him about the Tupac shit and that he kept it solid, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not happened to me. But if it did, I might have to keep it solid. I'll just say, bro, I found this shit out on Google. Like, if the police are coming to me, I got to say to them, bro, you need to go to google.com. and look this shit up yourself, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, that shit's already out there. And if you guys can't find it, bro, you guys need to hire a new detective.
No, for sure. Let's keep it rolling. Young Queasy.
Yo, try. Long time subscriber, man. Been fucking with you for a while. Are you aware or hip to the scene in DC?
Sorry, bro, say that again.
I said, are you aware of the scene in DC? Like, has that ever popped up on your radar?
You know, a lot of people have been asking me to do the DC scene, and I know my guy Trap Geek did an in-depth breakdown of some of the stuff that goes on over there. But I'll be honest with you, bro, I'm not super tapped in with it. is definitely something that I want to learn more about as time goes on. But I'll keep it real, bro. I don't know too much about DC, so maybe you might tell me a thing or two.
Oh, you would love it, because around the same time era, you start talking about Chicago. Chicago and DC had like an Avengers click up. So like a lot of our culture was like meshing around, like when Chief Keef and all that was popping up. When Chief Keef got his tour bus shot up in DC, like a lot of shit.
That's crazy, bro.
When Cameron got shot in DC.
I didn't know none of that, bro. That's something crazy, mate, bro. You got to DM me DM me some videos, bro, because I want to learn more about the DC scene. But more importantly, bro, I want to know more about the rappers, bro. I want to hear good music from DC. So you need to tap me in with some of the songs.
Oh, dude, I see it.
Also, yeah, I'm gonna send you a DM right now.
Love, bro. Hit me. I'll try and make sure I see that tonight or tomorrow.
It's gonna be Who Is Young Queasy.
Love, bro. I'll definitely check that.
All right, Ted, what it do?
Yo, what's up, Trap? My question is, why you don't shine the light more on the UK scene? Because they got an up and popping scene too. You know what I'm saying? And this shit, it'll be nice to learn more about them too.
Hey, bro, I love that question, man. I actually have the UK story coming up, so I've got the Taste After story coming up. And after that, I'm about to do a big UK story on a bunch of guys from an area in London called Camden. There's a rapper called Suspect, T-Scam, Chinks OS. There's a whole scene that's going on there, bro. And
yeah, they
very exciting. There's a lot of really good music, a lot of talented people. Bro, that's the thing. It gets real over here too, bro. So I'm going to try and shine a light on that. That's probably going to drop in like February. So stay tuned for it, bro. It's going to be big.
Hell yeah, you breaking up a little bit, Trap. You breaking up. Fix your signal. Who else we got? Deuce. If you drop yourself to the Google, you ain't got no question. Don't have me call your name, but somebody drop him if you're not gonna say nothing.
You know, niggas might be at work, bro. Just keep it pushing.
Yeah, I gotta drop niggas though. And no.
Well,
you got a question for Trap, nigga?
Yeah, I got a question for him. John Rule just kind of asked him a question about it, but like with the Young Boy documentary you got, first off, I want to say, bro, I like a lot of your material too, you know what I'm saying? I just, certain things in the material, like, it's really not, like you said, they got paperwork on it and stuff, but like with Young Boy documentary, where you hear that, like, he was involved with the Jada Young and shit, like, that's the part that like, lost me.
Yeah, bro. You know, I didn't actually touch on the JD Young situation too much, to be honest, in that video. I actually, you know what I'm saying, I didn't know too much about it. There was a lot of rumors. I didn't feel like we could really get to the bottom of it. And ultimately, like, I wanted to really focus on the situations that really affected his career the most. But you know what I'm saying, that was a whole other aspect. And a lot of people said to me, maybe do the kind of JD Young and life story. So I felt like maybe I would save that, and at some point when I got more time, do like a full breakdown of JD Young's kind of career, his legacy, and his passing, because I know he's an artist that impacted a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it real with you, bro. He's not somebody that I tapped in with a lot, that I've listened to a lot of his music. So, you know, until I really dig deep into his catalog, it's probably not coming from a different place. But, you know what I'm saying? I know that that's a story. A lot of people hit me up and say, you need to cover the JD Young situation. And it's something that I want to kind of dig deeper into.
Right. What I'm saying is, though, like in the documentary, it seemed like he was leaning toward like Young Boy, like being involved with like the situation, what happened with him.
I don't know too much about that situation, but like with the Young Boy doc, I feel like I kind of come to the conclusion at the end that like he raps about a lot of these situations and kind of gets deep, kind of as far as like associating himself with a lot of the violence that goes on in Baton Rouge. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I feel like Young Boy is just a great artist. I don't think he's, you know, apart from that case that he got when he was 16, in 2016, when you know what I'm saying, he got the 10-year suspended sentence for kind of sliding on somebody about, you know, his cousin that passed away. You know, beyond that, I feel like Young Boy has generally been a lot more focused on music, and you know, people have tried to kill him, but ultimately, like, his career has been much more focused on music. And he's been on house arrest for damn near like 4 or 5 years now. So it's kind of a situation where where we really concluded the video at the end. I personally wouldn't say that YoungBoy was personally a killer or involved in these murders as far as all the evidence that I looked at. And that video was really meant to be like a direct contrast to the King Von video, where I felt like actually when you look at all the evidence, all the lyrics, all the tweets, all of the police reports, that like it builds up a pretty clear picture that Von was a killer and he really was what he said he was. You know what I'm saying? The big question in hip hop recently has just been like, true or false? Are people capping, or are they really what they say they are? And I feel like the conclusion that I felt was when it came to Von, he really you could back a lot of evidence up and support what he had said in his music. Whereas when it came to YoungBoy, I'm not trying to say that he's a fraud or anything like that, but what I am trying to say is that like there really ain't no evidence. It's funny, people want to say like, oh, you're incriminating YoungBoy, you got an open case. But like the conclusion of my video is that like he ain't really doing none of that shit. He personally ain't really involved in none of that shit. As far as like, the actual murders, all these bodies, he says he got 12 bodies. Like I would say that I believe YoungBoy has 12 bodies. I'm saying? If you listen to his song Forgiato, he said he got 7 bodies or 9 bodies, and he got a song on his Don't Try This at Home where he says he got 13 bodies. And like I feel like that's just entertainment when it comes to him. But when Von said he had 7 bodies, I feel like Von really did.
Hell yeah, who we got next? T.O.
Hey, yo, so what's your plan for your next adventures coming up? Like, what's your plan to do with Trap Lord vs. YouTube?
Yeah, bro, I appreciate that question, T.O. So the plan is, bro, I got a Tay Savage documentary I'm trying to drop before the end of the year. So that's coming up next. I'm hoping that's going to drop like mid-December. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we got a lot of editing to do. But you know what I'm saying? I know Tay is waiting to watch that video himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be big. I got the Suspect Active Gang. That's a UK story that's coming. That's probably going to drop in February, to be honest, because I need to take a little time off in January. But you know what I'm saying? And beyond that, I got a lot of big stories that I want to do. I want to do a big Chicago story. I want to do the story of 600. I got a few other stories in the pipeline, but maybe I won't reveal those yet.
600 in Chicago, right?
I'll do the 600 Chicago story, but that I need a few more months, bro. There's so much to that story. I need like 2-3 months to keep.
I heard you were doing the Brick Baby story. Did you end up doing it?
Yeah, so I didn't do the Brick Baby story, but I did kind of cover a lot of the rumors about Brick Baby when it came to the whole Quando Rondo situation. But again, if you listen carefully to what I say in the video, in spite of the fact that there's been a lot of rumors about Brick Baby doing all sorts of shit, lining up Quando Rondo, there really ain't any solid evidence to actually connect him to that shit. There's a lot of interviews, a lot of speculations. I'll keep it real with you. I feel like Brick Baby maybe put himself in that situation to kind of promote his music and build a little bit of a buzz, but there ain't no evidence connecting him to that shit. But as far as a straight up Brick Baby video, that's not something that I'm currently planning on doing. But shout out to Brick Baby, man, because even though that I had talked about some of the rumors about him in my video, in person, he showed me a lot of love, and what I'm saying, there was no disrespect. I wasn't trying to incriminate him. I was really just trying to talk about and explore the rumors. And as I say in the video, there's zero evidence that's actually pointing towards Brick Baby actually having been involved in this. And if I keep it real with you, I think Brick Baby is quite good at marketing, bro. I think maybe he kind of pulled the strings and put his name in that situation to promote his music in the same way that, like, I don't know if you remember, I think there was a rapper called Soldier Kid, and he kind of convinced the internet that he was involved in the murder of XXXTentacion. And you know what I'm saying, that turned out to be cap. And he ended up going viral off that shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
It was the other way around, bro. The internet accused him. He ain't do that.
Which one?
Yeah, the internet more.
The internet did it to him.
Yeah. But
yeah, he ain't do that.
No, I agree. But that's the thing. I think he like capitalized. Didn't he drop a song off of that shit with like the red mask in the background? And like people were saying it was the red mask.
It was.
But didn't he drop a song afterwards and kind of got a little buzz off that? I swear there's a video that's like how Soldier Kid beat the internet, and he kind of finessed it. I'm tripping, bro. My bad. My bad.
All right, let's go to Iman.
Yo, y'all paying for you? Go ahead, Jay.
Who? I ain't passing nobody up. Nigga, you down there. I see how I see their order is how I'm going. I'm getting you.
Okay, my bad.
Don't trip. Mom, what's happening?
Whatever, bro. Salute for having us on, man. Trap, thanks for taking the time. But
Yo, my question to you more so is about your process, right? Because I know you got 1 million subscribers, but go back to when you were at 50,000. Like, what is your process from idea to finished video? And kind of talk about what made you successful. So, like, somebody has maybe a 10K or 20K that wants to replicate what you're doing, and like, don't hold back. So, just what game would you give us, or to anybody with that question?
Yeah, love, bro. It's a great question, man. So my thing was just like, you got to focus on what you're passionate about, bro. I got a genuine passion for hip hop. Like, I really mean it when I say that I love hip hop. I don't listen to other genres of music. People think I'm out here secretly listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Beatles and shit, but I don't listen to any of that. I genuinely love hip hop. So when I started making videos and talking about the shit I was really passionate about and that I knew a lot about, that's when things started to go up, because I think people can see the genuine passion behind it. So that would be step number one. You just got to make sure you're doing shit you're genuinely interested in. But when it comes to the process of actually putting together and researching a video, what I would say is that, like, what is key is building a timeline. You know, for me, I just try and like do my research. And again, if you're not passionate about it, if you don't love Youngboy enough to watch every one of his interviews back to back in like a week, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be difficult for you to put something like this together. But like, my thing is, I'll listen to every Youngboy interview. I'll listen to every song, and I'll just make notes. You know what I'm saying? I got a Google Doc. I'll just be putting together notes, all of the details about the situations that I'm reading about, hearing about, listening about, and put them all into a document, man, and kind of build up a timeline and just slowly piece together all of the facts, all of the details, all of the pictures, songs, music videos. And I'll just damn near work that for like 2-3 months. Just until I get to the point where I feel like I damn near seen everything. Like, there ain't really much shit about Youngboy you can show me that I ain't seen before. Now, that's not to say like there's probably some shit that passed me by, but like, on the whole, I know this shit in and out, because I really genuinely have that passion, and I've sat there and listened to everything that you could possibly learn about, dude. So, you know, my thing is, it's just like it comes from a place of passion, and I just piece it all together in a Google document. You know, using Google, using Reddit, using interviews, using police reports. I'll just find all of that shit. And you know what I'm saying? There's a different process to every single thing, you know? It'll take me hours to explain everything, but like, you know, you got to work out how to pull a police report. You got to work out how to download some legal paperwork from like Pacer. You know, you got to know how to Google some shit, and it ain't just regular Googling. You got to know the right things to Google, maybe using like an advanced search to search for certain search terms. And you know what I'm saying? Looking for Youngboy news that's only from 2017 or 2018 if you're looking for a specific fact, and just building all of that shit on top of each other, bro. You know, it ain't easy, but like, I genuinely love this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's,
hey, do you need permission to do any of this, or can you just do it without getting like permission from anybody or anything else like that?
Yeah, I don't get permission because I use public sources, bro. So it's all public sources. It's also information that's public. Like, I can't share people's secret personal information. You know, people do a privacy claim against your video if you're exposing them. If I put out there,
what's that called? Like, fair use? Is that called fair use of that, Trap? What's that?
Yeah, fair use, man. It's basically the idea that, like, you know, as long as you're kind of like putting your own commentary, analysis, and sort of like essentially taking some information and transforming it and turning it into something new. Like, I wouldn't just take a 1-hour Youngboy video and upload it to my channel. Sorry, I wouldn't take like a 1-hour Youngboy interview and upload it to my channel that someone else did. My thing is that I'm taking all of this information, turning it into something new. I'm adding to it. I'm explaining it. I'm taking one thing and relating it to another thing, and then adding a video over it. You know, adding some analysis, giving some extra points, and that's really what fair use is all about.
No, definitely. Cordy Mac, what's happening?
Yo, what's good, Trap?
Hey, what's good, bro? Good to have you here.
Sure, I was wondering when you gonna make a video about FBG Cash.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people have been hitting me up saying, yo, you need to do the FBG story. These guys are the underdogs, and they're not really getting enough shine. And I kind of agree. It's something that it's high up on my list. I think maybe next year I might do a more detailed story, kind of from the FBG perspective. Because look, I try and give both sides of the story, but I'll keep it real with you. You know, when I'm doing a King Von documentary, we're really looking at things like from Von's perspective, and we're really focusing on Von's life story and how his life was affected, or the lives that he affected. But I think it would be really good to kind of set the record straight and do a story about the whole FBG crew, all of the members that were involved, all of the different, like, you know, all the different musicians that kind of came and went from that crew and from that situation, and really put a spotlight on that side of things. You know what I'm saying? Because there were a lot of talented artists, man, and RIP to FBG Duck, RIP to FBG Cash. These were guys that really had a lot of potential and were taken way before their time, man. So, you know what I'm saying? At some point, I really want to put a shine on that. But I appreciate you asking that, bro, because I do agree. But Rockstar, bro, I can only take a couple more questions, maybe just a few more minutes, because I got a dip in a second. I got to jump in the car and go on a long journey in a second, bro. So
Definitely. Trey Money.
What's up, bro? What up, Trey?
Hey, what's good, man?
So look, I watched your little O3 Greedo thing. What inspired you to do that video?
Yeah, bro. You know what's funny, man? I got to give a shout out to my guy Drew is sharing. He's a very big cannabis YouTuber in the UK, bro. He's a huge O3 Greedo fan. He really put me onto O3 Greedo a few years ago, and he was just harassing me, telling me, bro, you got to do the O3 Greedo story. And it was organic, bro, because I got into his music through my homie Drew, and just over the years, I became a huge fan of Greedo's music while he was still incarcerated. And you know what I'm saying? At a certain point, I just learned so much about his music. I became so inspired by him as an artist that, like, eventually I felt like I had to cover the story. And you know what I'm saying? I was actually at Adam 22's birthday party a few weeks ago, and O3 Greedo was there, but I didn't meet him, bro. There were so many people at that party. I didn't end up meeting him, bro, and I'm kind of heartbroken that I didn't. But he really is a living legend out here, bro, as far as LA music goes, man. And I'm wishing him all the best success and growth going forward now that he's home, bro. He's a legend.
Yeah, let's go.
No, for sure. Who we got? I really want to get 3 more people on here. Crimies, I don't know if you had a question, but
yeah, I'm right here.
Go ahead.
With you, Rockstar, for creating this content today. But Trap Lil Russ, are you offended when people call you a culture vulture? That's my only question.
Hey, respect, bro. Appreciate you having here. I'm not offended, bro, because the thing is, I don't think you can be a white person in hip hop without being called a culture vulture, bro. That's part of the course. That's how it goes down. I'm not offended, but I would disagree. Like, I don't think that I'm a vulture of the culture. I think that kind of implies like a real recklessness as far as like just taking from the culture for your own personal gain with no respect or no love for the culture. Like, I think being a vulture would imply that I don't actually like it and I'm just doing it for money or clout. But like, I really love this shit, bro. And people were calling me that at the very start. And I said to people, you know what? I'm gonna just prove myself with my work rate, and I'm still gonna be here in 3, 4, 5, you know, hopefully 10 years. I'm still gonna be a part of the culture and still gonna be showing love and shining a light on the artists that I think are important and the stories that I think are important in hip hop, bro. But it don't nothing offend me, bro. I got a lot of haters, you know what I'm saying? People say they don't like me, they say they want to kill me. But like, bro, I love hip hop, man, and ain't nobody gonna convince me that I don't. You know what I'm saying? I really love and respect this shit.
And you ain't lacking, nigga. No, I'm playing. Let me go Big Chuck, because I know Big Chuck. Big Chuck of YouTube.
Yo, salute ROCSTAR2800.
You breaking
hey,
up.
I want to ask you, I know you spoke.
Now, there you go. Come on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask you, I know you said earlier, a lot of stuff you found on Google, but when it came to like the Draco documentary, as well as the King Von documentary, you was like implicating people that, you know, potentially the police didn't know about.
Yo, I kind of caught the first part of that. Can you just say the last part again?
You said you was implicating people that the police didn't know about.
Yeah, like far as the King Von documentary and the Draco documentary.
Yeah, like who though? Who did I implicate people didn't know about?
Like Munchie B.
What do you mean, Munchie? I didn't implicate Munchie B in nothing, bro. Draco was this Munchie B and all kinds of
Munchie B is actually in the building, Trap LeBron. Munchie B is in the building.
Down Munchie B. I feel like Draco was dissing Munchie B non-stop. I didn't implicate Munchie B in nothing.
Let's hear Munchie B. How you feel about Trap?
Shit, I like his content. I don't think I was implicated, but it's shit that's out there that ain't recycled on the internet that I was wondering, like, damn, how the fuck you know that? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody getting stabbed at the court building and shit like that. But shit, man, that shit, I mean, I like this shit. And then you ain't really got to be from somewhere to research something and put it out there. It's football coaches that never play football. You know what I mean? Shit. You go to court, the gang experts never been in a game. So, shit. No, but no, I like it.
If you giving him the pass, just say that.
I ain't the nigga. I can't give a nigga a pass. He gonna do what he want to do anyway. I'm saying, but you ain't got to be from somewhere to research. You could know all about Tupac. He wasn't even born when he was alive. So, like, I mean, I don't know. I like it.
I feel like a Munchie B story coming soon.
Hey, love Munchie, bro. I appreciate you being on here, man. And you know what I'm saying? You're a LA legend. You're a piece of history right there as far as that story, and you built your own legacy in the game. So, you know what I'm saying? I'd love to link up with you and even speak to you, maybe interview you someday, bro. So I really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna connect y'all. I'm gonna get Jay because I know Jay been waiting. I'm gonna do Jay, and then I'm gonna do one more person.
All right, what's up with the trap? When it comes to making your videos, like as far as the length, like is that like by choice, like, or you really don't have no way around to shorten the film?
Sorry, bro. So can you say the first part of that? I missed the first part. Can you say it again?
I said as far as like the length of the film, of the documentaries that you make, like is it by choice, like you choose to make them long like that, or you really don't have a choice, like because of all the information that you input?
I'm gonna make the story shorter going forward, bro. I want to start doing more like 2-hour stories. But I'll be honest with you, bro. When it came to Youngboy, I didn't set out to do a 6-hour documentary. But the more I learned about him, bro, the guy's got dozens of albums out there. It really was a case that just like I kept finding information. To be honest, bro, there was like probably an hour of information I had to cut out of that documentary, bro. That could have been 8 hours long. So I had to trim it down a little bit. But Youngboy's story is so deep and complex that I felt like if I wanted to tell the story right, it just had to be that length. And I'll be real with you, bro. Doing a 6-hour documentary was not fun, bro. I ain't trying to do that shit again. So I'm aiming for two hours going forward, and that's what I want to do. I think the Tay Savage story is going to be about 2.
All right, thank
you. Yeah, Shaniqua. I don't know, Niqua, you got a question?
No, I'm just in here chilling.
Ray. I know Ray was raising his hand. What's happening?
I know what happened. Salute to the room, yo.
All right. You got a question for Trap or no?
Not really.
Okay.
Not everybody already answered everything.
For sure,
Hey,
man.
Hey, Rockstar, this got to be the last.
Yeah.
No.
We good. Hey, check this out, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up, participating, man. Trap Lil Ross in the motherfucking building. First time on Clubhouse, right here with ROCSTAR2800. Shout out to Trap Lil Ross. You understand, for pulling up, man, standing on business. You feel me? It was an honor and it was a pleasure meeting you at Adam's birthday party, man. I want to talk about that. What made you want to give Adam that award, his birthday gift?
Hey, bro, love that, man. Love that you even remember that, bro. Listen, I wanted to make sure I made a special impression because when Adam invited me to his birthday party, bro, I hit my homie up and said, bro, do you think I should just fly out and go to Adam 22's birthday party? And he said, bro, do that shit. And you know what I'm saying? I had to do something memorable. So I bought him that award. I don't know if anybody saw that, but it was a golden bag of dicks because that guy made the bag this year with his dick. And you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show love and give him something memorable for his birthday, bro. But love, bro, it was a great opportunity to meet you. I connected with a lot of amazing people. And honestly, bro, it's a pleasure to be here on this call. And I appreciate all the questions, you know, positive or negative. I ain't never ducking no fades. I'm happy to have a debate with anybody, positive or negative, bro. And I appreciate everybody here.
Talk that shit, Talk that fucking shit.
Trap Lord in this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out Trap Lord, man. Come back anytime, man. We up in here. I appreciate you. We gonna holler.
Hey, love, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Peace. I'm out. I'm off. Bye.
But so, hey, leave quietly up there at the top right. For
So I
sure.
had him to eat a bag of dicks. We know what that meant. Eat a bag of dicks.
No, because that's crazy. That's crazy because I really in the post that we posted on Smutfree, I was like, damn, is Trap Lil Ross trolling him in a way? You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure he got a lot of love for Adam, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. This was a great interview. I hope y'all got some good information out of this. Got y'all questions answered for some of y'all, you know. What y'all think about this?
Yo, salute to you for having that, bro.
Rock the GOAT. Rockstar GOAT.
Yeah, you go, Rockstar. Keep up the good work.
No, for sure. I think it's just, you know, when you get out here, you rub shoulders with individuals, you know, everybody in the same space. Trap Lord act like he knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? He was comfortable when we met him. Me and KK was in a party, chopping it up. The nigga was chilling with us. You feel me? Like regular. So I'm like, look, bro, come on here. He like, shit, hell yeah, I come on there. So he's been excited since Adam's birthday party. Since I told him to come on here. The dude hit me like literally the next couple days. Like, hey, we still gonna do the Clubhouse now? I'm like, hell yeah. What's happening? So he's been excited to come on here. And, you know, I think this is great feedback for him. And hopefully this motivates him to probably put out some different type of content. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of people and their questions. You know what I'm saying? Really getting to the meat and potatoes of
Whoa,
the shit.
whoa.
I said I'm proud of people.
Pause.
I said I'm proud of people.
No. I was just I fuck with the speech, but don't say you proud of niggas, bro.
No, I am, because some of the questions, because some of y'all niggas don't have no good questions. It should be bullshit.
Say proud of meat and potatoes.
All right, let me word it for you. A nigga appreciate the interaction, but the questions, like, that's why I was like we all sitting on the floor listening to the same shit. Like, if I'm the last person that gotta ask a question and I hear the third person ask a question, I'm not about to get, when it's my turn, ask that same exact question that number 3 already asked already. That's the only shit that be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see a lot of niggas was in the comments like, bro, he already answered that, bro. Niggas already asked you that. Why? Where you been at the whole little time we in here, bro?
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's why I ain't really had nothing to ask. So they already asked the question.
Nah,
but some niggas may have missed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I know.
No, hold up.
You breaking up, bro.
Yeah, some niggas got on stage late for sure. Came in the room late.
Nah, it's all love though. Like I said, I appreciate everybody participating. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, chopping it up. Like I said, we had the Hawk Twins earlier this week. Trap Lil Ross just came. Stupid Young will be here on the 1st. So y'all stay tuned, man. We got the hottest content in these internet streets, nigga. No cap, nigga. And this shit ain't gonna stop. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody on the YouTube chat.
No, I was saying.
Go ahead, bro.
I was saying who the nigga that said he implicated. I was saying who the nigga that said he implicated Munchie.
I did. He did, nigga. Like, you said you don't watch the documentary.
Oh, Big Chuck.
Don't watch it all the way through, bro. You said that you don't watch the documentary all the way through.
Big Chuck. I gotta think you smart just like me, bro. Like, I watched that same shit, bro. Like, I called
Chuck, mute up. Your background crazy.
I called the homie when I watched it. He had even, you know what I'm saying, knew anything about that shit. And after Cub watched it, he didn't call back and feel no type of way. He felt some type of way about
You breaking up, KK.
certain shit. But that conversation we had, Cub didn't say he felt like he implicated the nigga.
How you feel about that?
I was just watching the review, bro. I watched it all the way through.
Yeah, no. It's all good. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just, you know, sometimes niggas do be having shit to where it's like, yo, how the fuck? But like I said, like me knowing that the homie, a lot of times, I know Cuz don't catch a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I run across some little swamp stories or some little woo-woo, I try to call Cuz, hey, bro, you seen this? You heard this? Hey, any of your people showed you this? And 9 times out of 10, a lot of times, them niggas, he haven't seen it because they not looking for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I watched it and then he watched it, Cuz called me back. Cuz he ain't feel like he got implicated or nigga tried to say he had something to do with the murder. Like, he was just trying to figure out how a nigga knew certain situations because it never really got put out there like that.
Yeah, but that was like part of the question too. Is like he said, because remember in the beginning he was like Goofy, and I'm like, yo, what about the shit that you be implicating people like in the King Von and the Draco documentary where that shit ain't on Goofy?
Right. Yeah, that was gonna be one of my questions too. I couldn't think because it's like, and a lot of them shits, cause a lot of that shit ain't in no courts. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say a nigga the police neither though, because what I do understand is, nigga, a lot of them terms, like, bro, if we got a story that only me and you know, Chuck, and then a YouTuber nigga come out here and Cuz know the whole exact shit, one of us told that nigga the whole exact shit. So let's say I'm the nigga that told Cuz, hey, yeah, you know, Chuck the one that really went up in there and did the real. It wasn't even who you think it was. It really was Chuck that really went and stood on business. And then Cuz come out with the YouTube deal. I never came and told you that, hey, Chuck, hey, bro, that little shit we got in, you know, I told this little YouTuber this shit, Cuz. Nobody never come out and say that. It's just the story come out. We get the nigga who did it. Now nigga like, oh man, this nigga the police. When whole time, nigga, somebody close told a nigga something, DM'd the nigga something, and that's how that should be going sometimes. It probably didn't go with in this situation, but I know for a fact that should be going like that sometimes.
No, I feel you on that, but it was more so like he was using the Google point. So I'm like, I ain't even saying police. I'm just saying like certain information he was using the Google as that was like a touch, but it wasn't.
Yeah, nah, should be. I mean, you know, that's questions we gonna have for every nigga that do them type of videos. Like, where you get that from? Like, who told you that?
Hey, so where do you guys draw that line though? Like for YouTubers and these content creators, like with regards to what they can put out and shit? Is it just anything public is fair game or?
Yeah, nah, I've been a nigga. I've been in the nigga that been saying shit like that because, like I said in the chat earlier, bro, when you go catch a case, no matter how discreet you trying to be about it and don't want nobody to know, if I know your whole first and last name, birth date, and all that, I can go look your shit up. Like, it don't, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no police, nothing. That shit is public records. Once you catch a case, once your name is involved in whatever, boom, bro. Anybody, nigga, Joe Smoke can go look your shit up. Nigga, if you want to pay for that shit, nigga. If Cub want to go pay for all that shit and do whatever, make printouts and all that, that's what he want to do. You feel what I'm saying? But it can't be the police shit, nigga, if the police is basically putting it out there for whoever. We are like, the police already be knowing what they know. So unless these niggas is putting new evidence in these videos, that's the only way that
Yeah, bro. It seemed like even when they telling these stories, sometimes it can be circumstantial. Even if you're not putting the detail together, if you're just painting a story that even might sound good, like they could run with that. It seems like so. It's kind of a gray area.
You realize, like, your white people, they ain't shit. They don't give a fuck about no YouTube shit because they understand what it is now. Like, that ain't weird. Like, listen, the DA and all them niggas, they not coming to no fucking YouTube to solve their case, bro.
Shit, Trench's News, man.
All right. No, but you
Man,
also
Trench's
too on
News
that.
didn't come to social, listen. Trench's News didn't come to
wait.
social media to solve no case, bro. Trench's was really in the field, nigga, right up under niggas. He didn't come to YouTube to solve nothing. He was already in niggas' faces doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't come solve nothing, nigga. That nigga been working.
Yeah, that's true, but
And I want to add what KK saying, but I realize too, I mean, it's like in our person was saying something. It's like if Ross made a documentary and everything else like that, and y'all saying he incriminated whatever and shit like that or whatever, that's the DA job. The DA didn't do a good job. So if he did a better job than a DA, then they need a new DA.
Bro,
Because all he doing.
if he do a better job than them, you know what they do with them type of niggas? You come work for us now.
Exactly.
There is no like all the top scammers, all them top cold cracker niggas and all that old shit. After the Fed bust you and shit, they tell you, hey, bro, you ain't even got to go to jail, cuz we'll give you a job right now. That shit is dead ass. If you become smarter than
hired.
If you become smarter than them niggas, bro, they're going to give you a job, bro. All that shit you was on the run for and they wanted you, all that shit get wiped clean, bro, because they need you. You work more to them working with them than being in jail. Nigga, you're going to become a bigger problem that they cannot stop. So, no, you're going to work with us now.
The one question I did like that he answered was the cultural vulture question.
Yeah, Crip could answer that.
Like he ain't, you know, usually like when somebody get asked if they're a cultural vulture, they be quick to try to defend that shit, but he kind of like stepped into it like, you know, if you white in this industry, like, or in this culture, like you gonna automatically be a cultural vulture. But you know.
This my whole thing behind that culture virtue stuff is like, if other cultures are seeing what we do, seeing what we got going on as publicly, and we decide not to do it, I don't consider it a culture vulture. It's a business. So I mean,
I don't consider him a cultural vulture. I consider him like a super hip hop fan. Like he's just a super hip hop fan that just researched hip hop and he just put the shit together well.
And that's all I'm saying.
Bro, murder is not a part of hip hop, bro. That ain't music.
No, I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the stories. It's the stories. It's dealing with rap artists.
No matter how you feel about it or whatever case it be like, it's still a part of the story. It's part of the story. He kills somebody, he did die, he dies, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's still like if you're a hip hop fan, you care about all that.
But just
so
like
it's
you
just like
saying, just like y'all saying, like murder ain't cool for him to record about, then you gotta also turn around and say murder ain't cool to rap about.
But technically, if he's using information that's already available, what he's doing is putting it in an order and making it easier for you to understand. And if you think about it, that these artists that have cult fans are already doing that. You know, they're just not documenting it. Yeah, but you know, it's just like when you see when somebody.
Because look, I'm gonna say this right. At the end of the day, I think it's for us. It's like we take it to heart because we live it, and other people don't. It's like a fan. It's like a fan thing for them. But at the end of the day, we don't realize the influence that we have to do this stuff ourselves and everything else like that. So while a lot of us is like still living in the hood and everything else like that, and probably in a struggle or mentally in a struggle, whatever, because you don't have to be actually be struggling to be not mentally struggling with the PTSD that's coming from the hood and everything else like that. Other people don't look at it as that. They look at it as entertainment. The problem it's not really a problem, but one of the things that we don't do, we don't treat our stuff like it's entertainment to push out to the mass. And then when other people do it, we say, "Oh, you're stealing from us." Like, no, you had a chance to do it or collab with someone that knew how to put stuff together, but you decided not to do it. So it's like,
no, I think that's
you
framing it. I get what the point you're making, but that's a false thing equivalent to it. Like anybody taking advantage, like when you're not putting into it and you just benefiting from it, bro, that's like you said, them just seeing it as music and not even really experience the trauma and all the negative consequences that come with being from this environment. All you doing is benefiting from that, regardless how you dress it up. At the end of the day, bro, that's where the boss.
Hey, bro, hey, listen, what do you want a nigga to do, bro? It's not no crime for a nigga to do that. Are you mad at niggas? Are y'all mad?
No, I'm not saying that.
No, look, bro, are y'all mad at the white? Hey, listen, are y'all mad at the white niggas that wrote and directed BMF, Snowfall, The Wire? Like the niggas who they doing them stories on, not even tripping, bro. And they put all type of shit in them shows, bro. That them niggas didn't even do. But when they do that, them niggas get paid though. Right. Because rappers get paid. It's on a bigger playing scale than, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, putting a timeline together of niggas crimes and shit that could potentially be used against them in the court of law and end up putting them behind.
But
all you do is
y'all be killing me with that.
You gotta realize they already got police officers that already doing what trap lawyers are already doing without putting it on YouTube. They already got people in the department that's already put these storylines.
I'm just getting to that aspect though.
Hey, look, bro, this how we watching this. This how we watch that nigga shit. The police do too. And after they done watching that shit, bro, they probably laugh and say, "Oh man, it was good," or "Ooh." But they not sitting here saying, hey, Sergeant, hey, I think we need to get this Traveler Ross nigga, man, because he got shit we don't got. Or any of these niggas, Adam, like every nigga say, hey, man, y'all use this shit.
Bro, but it's real. Like, YouTubers will fans be reaching out to them and shit. Like, I don't know, bro. This shit is spooky out here.
Hey, KK, but look, bro. Hey, KK,
I'm not mad at no nigga. I'm not mad at no nigga piecing no shit together like that because, for one, all us black niggas that keep saying this, oh, it's a problem and why this and bro, y'all do know y'all could do that shit too. But like I said last night, don't nobody
that's what I was gonna say because
don't know black nigga right now want to spend 4 months on a 5-hour video, bro.
I mean, and he just basically gave a good percentage of what his blueprint is freely.
No, you asking for that reason, but my thing is though, like, how do you go about it in a way that's not policing? And that's kind of what I was trying to get at earlier. You feel me? It's like, how do you do it?
The information is already out there.
But here's the thing when it comes to journalism, right? If no matter if you're talking about somebody that's out in Pakistan, right? Trying to, figure out chasing fucking, Bin Laden or whatever, right? it's kind of, if that's what they're reporting, it's kind of like, how do you not do it and get, you know, information to people that's not right now? Pay attention without being policey, right? It's like, so, I mean, if he's saying, what he said was, he's taking the information from all these different sources, right? And then he's putting he's getting the time frames together, and then he's finding other information to back up the other information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you? It sounds policey, but it's really not. It's really just research. It's not, you know.
No, that's a valid point.
You know what I mean? I think that it feels that way, but I mean, it's journalism. That's what they all do. So it's like, if you don't get mad, you got to get mad at Barbara Walters.
Exactly, and I feel like a lot of times when a lot of us get that, the ones that do get offended, I think it's just like y'all get mad at the person that's doing it, and it's really because it's a white person. Or sometimes it's like when a black person is doing the same thing, y'all threaten them, and some niggas that don't like it sometimes threaten him more than they threaten the white person and shit like that. At the end of the day, there's no reason to get mad about the situation or whatever.
I'm about to say,
yeah, exactly, exactly, and that's why I said that. And the thing is that we don't, like I said, we gotta start looking at the things that we have, the gifts that we have, a little bit differently than everybody else do, because we are the influence. But the thing is, we don't treat it as much, and that's what's going to continue holding our culture back and not taking control of our narrative, because we don't look at it in the spotlight as the fans do. You go to almost any hip hop concert, like at the venues and shit like that, not the clubs, it's nothing but white folks. Now, if we decide to show up there too, they're gonna have to get a bigger venue, and they'll make a shitload of money. But the thing is, like, we're not the biggest consumers in hip hop, and definitely not fans, because it's like I ain't gonna say we're not fans. We're not fanatics as everybody else.
Y'all think if somebody from our community
you said it right.
exactly what that nigga is doing, y'all think he'd be celebrated or called a rat, ostracized? Like, how would that play out for somebody doing exactly what Travis doing?
If a nigga did exactly what Cud did and stood on his shit, on Crip, a nigga not gonna have no problems, bro. Like I keep telling y'all niggas, bro. The niggas that's going like the niggas that's not used to you doing it, like say I start doing that type of shit right now. Because my homies ain't used to me doing that type of shit, at first it's gonna come off strange and weird. But then when I pull up and have that conversation with niggas and show niggas and can prove niggas, hey bro, this ain't what that is, this ain't that. Niggas gonna fall the fuck back up off a nigga.
I don't know. I feel like niggas get treated different when they do shit like that.
Bro, niggas get treated different when they do shit like that and don't stand on it, bro. When you do shit like that and you're not willing to pull up and have these conversations like that nigga kept saying, he kept saying, bro, I'm not running from no conversation. If you want to have that, let's have it. And that's what I keep telling niggas, bro. Niggas be wanting to politic about a gang of shit, but niggas don't even know how to have that conversation with a nigga to understand whatever it is you need to understand. Niggas be saying they so smart and I'm street this and I'm street that. Bro, a lot of street niggas don't know how to have that conversation, bro. Why you think niggas get shot and killed left and right, nigga? Because niggas don't know how to have that conversation. Why you think homies be tipping homies, nigga? Because nigga said something and nigga took it the wrong way, but instead of you pulling up, making sure it was said the way, or whatever the case may be, you just ran with whatever you ran with because you thinking, oh, I'm this. Now you pulled up and tipped the nigga you done grew up with over nothing.
Interpretation.
You don't know how to have that conversation, bro.
From this conversation alone,
nigga
I have
blame
a different
themselves.
perspective for Traveler.
I mean, bro, when we was with Cud that night at the party, nigga, like the first 30 minutes, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, Cud, this ain't that. Like,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, the nigga said that night, like, on Crip, nigga, he wasn't ducking from nothing, nigga. Everybody asking Cuz talking about the same shit, nigga. So I'm like, all right, bet.
What I was gonna say too, if a black person decided to do the same thing, the difference is they would likely have more access, right? And so just like when he said, yeah, I'll go to Chicago, I'd love to go to Chicago, but you got to check that temperature. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like ROCSTAR, might be accepted in more of those.
You breaking up. You breaking up. You're breaking up.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard Rockstar might be getting septic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, what I was saying is a Black person doing the same thing he did maybe have more access. I said if it was Rockstar, he would probably be in more areas. Whereas, like if he was to go to Chicago, he'd have to check the temperature. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that rather than, get upset with this guy, maybe learn from him, learn from his blueprint if it's something that you want to do or you know somebody that want to do it and do it better, man. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely didn't seem like he had a problem with explaining, how he does things. I mean, just learn from it, man. So I definitely wouldn't feel like, it would be a problem for somebody Black to do it. They probably would do it better if they put the focus on it. You know what I mean?
I'd say that if a Black person can, like, what I'll be doing, for an example, like I'm sitting on like 4 or 5 vlogs right now, and I send it to people like Ross that knows how to edit good. The thing is, a lot of people try to do it themselves, and then the quality's not there, and they get mad like, "Oh, I'm not getting the same attention as everybody else." It's like you're not getting the same attention because it's not the same quality. You didn't tell the story the exact same way as they did. So I think a lot of people got to realize it's like if you're going to decide to do something like that, you got to learn how to outsource and hire the right people that's going to make your shit look good. Besides that, not to have the same attitude as Ross did. You feel me? Like he wasn't tough about it. They were asking tough questions and stuff like that. He answered it. He stood on it. But if you're gonna get tough, like KK was saying, you gotta stand on your business. But if you soon you get tough with this shit and be like, "Oh, F you," and da da da, more likely you don't get in some stuff you might not want to get in, or you might not care. But as a business person, how's that gonna help you by showing how tough you are in the process?
Hey, bro, you study saying like he's standing on it, but the man in the UK, how can he be standing on anything across the country? Some these niggas he talking about don't even go outside their state.
Nah, but look, Chuck, it's a lot of motherfuckers. Like I said, I gotta give them credit. It's niggas that's not showing their face, bro. It's niggas that's wearing mask up. It's niggas that's just hearing their voice. He's willing to show his face. He's willing to catch a flight, nigga, to come pull up and holler. That's standing on it. I was shocked to see him at Adam's birthday party. Like he said, he asked his friend, should he go? He wasn't gonna come at first, but he pulled up.
I heard that party was like 4 o'clock.
And look, I'm or Big Chuck, whoever's that's talking. The stand on business don't mean altercation. Stand on business mean as in like
willing to talk.
Willing to talk about it. You feel me? If you're not willing to talk about what you're doing and explain yourself and be humble enough to and just not bend, but at the same time just kind of like soften the blow to let people understand who you are. It's not being a punk about it, and it's about nothing like that. Just it's business. And at the end of the day, it's just
I don't think I think it's people in our culture that cover it. I watch them all the time and see them doing this shit. The thing is, they don't go outside like that. They not popping up at events and they not white. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. It's a privilege. You got a privilege, bro. You in the UK and you white. That's all I'm saying.
But Big Chuck, I'm asking her, what does being white have to do with anything?
Most people that's a part of their lifestyle, bro, they gonna probably think automatically we police. I ain't doing shit to the police. I ain't gonna run down no dude. Then you got some that will, but majority ain't, bro. Off the strength of that.
But I'm gonna say this.
Versus the nigga.
I got
they
you.
Like, oh, buddy ass ain't on shit. I'm about to run down on dude. I'm gonna catch his ass laughing. You see what I'm saying?
Look though, well, Big Chuck, I'll say this though, right? And I'm gonna let somebody else have it. Is that the people that's doing it like him? They talk real heavy. Academics, for an example, he talks real tough. He doesn't talk like, "Hey, yo, I don't want no trouble. I don't want this. I'm just trying to talk it out."
He used to talk like that, and they kept getting on his ass. So then he started defending himself eventually.
He probably just got bigger. He probably felt like he got bigger and he got liquor courage and everything else, and got
he be drunk when he be doing this shit. So,
yeah, exactly. So then you got to think about it too. In the beginning, you're trying to get good with everybody. But then after you get fame, you get this, you get that, you start smelling yourself. So after that, you feel like you want to touch, pull up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole system. But at the end of the day, at any business and anybody else like that, the reason why some people like Ross can get away with it is because they don't have a problem showing their sensitive side and letting them know, like, hey, yo, I'm not tough, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm just here. I landed right there though.
man, when Academics first came out, he said he was part of the Pussy Nigga Association. Like that was his brand for like the longest, but niggas was still shit on his ass and tell him they was gonna pull up on him and beat his ass and do out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but he was talking shit in his own too, though. As he was saying, he was part of it. You can't
Notice he didn't go outside until he got enough money for security, right?
yeah, they was gonna do something to his ass.
Trapper might be white and he might be from the UK, but when I first watched the King Von documentary, it wasn't even.
That shit cut out.
Holy shit, like, you know what I mean? When he got to talk about them tweets and all the shit, I was like, yo, this nigga is like on his shit. Like, who is this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that made me want to watch more of his stuff. So, I mean, let's not like, you know, take away from his talent. He does put his stuff together.
Nah, man. Listen, man, I appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all already know, man. Like, comment, subscribe, Smutfree TV, ROCSTAR2800 on YouTube. Follow Smutfree TV on IG as well. We got the hottest content in these internet streets. You already know Trap Ross pulled up on us, chopped it up. We asked all the questions. So stay tuned for the clips to drop. You understand, on the page. Stay tuned. We'll be opening up another room right now. So I appreciate everybody coming through to participate. Chop it up with us. You already know. You know what I'm saying? We got it locked and loaded, man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. This shit ain't gonna stop. I know they want it to, but it ain't gonna stop no time soon. Gonna keep it rocking and rolling, man. Y'all know what it is. ROCSTAR2800, man. Appreciate everybody